Hey guys, Joko here. So to start off this video, I just like to say thank you for supporting my EP Sonic Spaghetti. For those who haven't heard it yet, I hope you can check it out when you have the time. It's already out on Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, and other major platforms. Since I launched Sonic Spaghetti, I've been receiving lots of messages on Facebook and Instagram asking about my tone, my gear, my licks, approaches in composition, approaches in production, and in this video I'm gonna try to answer those questions the best way I can. So let's go! I'd like to describe Sonic Spaghetti as a yummy dish made of guitar noodles, meaty melodies, cheesy synth sounds, and spicy sound effects. I'd like to think that the title track, as well as the other two songs, Bounce and Living Dead Romance, is a delightful buffet of comfort food for your ears. With Sonic Spaghetti, I experimented with different gear setups, different production approaches, and a selection of different guitars for the three songs. For this episode, we're gonna talk about the title track, Sonic Spaghetti. The song just came together from different song ideas I wrote down on different occasions, and it's funny that I actually wrote down the whole thing noodling and playing around with synths and MIDI virtual instruments. The song is actually in drop C sharp because I thought that the song would sound cooler when it has heavier guitars. The initial guitar parts came from the ideas I wrote down using MIDI. So what happened was I just wrote and played around with lots and lots of ideas until some of them just kind of fit together and formed a really nice structure. For the rhythm parts, I used two of my Fender guitars. For low gain and clean rhythm stuff, I used this Mexican Fender Stratocaster Squire Series. My favorite guitar for heavy rhythm parts is this really cool John 5 Telecaster from Fender Guitars. I really like this guitar because of this bridge pickup right here. It's called the Fender Enforcers, which comes in stock with the John 5 custom shop model. And for the lead parts, I used my PRS SE Custom 24, and this is the only guitar I have which has 24 frets in the whammy bar. This model has high output pickups which can produce great sounding sustain and articulate harmonics. For my guitar tones, here are the plugins that I used. I used Amplitude 4 for most of my tones like lead, mid-gain, and crunch. And here are the setups that I used. For my mid-gain tone, here's a quick rundown. The amp model I used was a Marshall JCM 800 type with a compressor right in front of it. And for my cab, I just used a simple 4x12. And for the mics, I used a SM57 type, and I think this is a Neumann U87 condenser type. And for my lead tone, for my main lead tone, here's a quick rundown. I used a Mesa triple rectifier type amp model with also a compressor right in front of it and a simple Mesa 4x12 cab with, I think these are Bayer Dynamic M160 type ribbon mics. And for heavy rhythms, I used the Archetype Nolly by Neural DSP. For the bass parts, I used this 5-string Washburn Taurus, which is perfect for rock stuff because it has a slightly overdriven tone. Since I can't set up real drums here in my home studio, I just use drum software. I used Addictive Drums 2 for my main drum sound. What I really love about Addictive Drums too is the cymbal selection. I really love the sound of the cymbals included in the software. Then I layered the kick and snare sound I got from Addictive Drums with Get Good Drums to make the snare and kick sound punchier and strong. Synths also played a big role in achieving the vibe I wanted. I used pads to fill out the spaces in the backgrounds of each section so the sections wouldn't sound so thin. I also added bell sounds that served as counter melodies. An example of this is the pre-chorus. You can hear the I also added some synth layers that mirrored what I did on the guitar. An example of this is the piano tapping section. I just added some synth layers to add some sort of glow on the guitar. When I wrote down this section, I used my MIDI keyboard. When I first tried executing this on the guitar, I really had a hard time. Couldn't quite get it because of the wide intervals and the really far octave jumps. I tried different approaches in playing it, but I couldn't quite get it until I realized that since I wrote this bit down on the keyboard, then I should treat the guitar like a keyboard as well. Left hand on the lower register and right hand on the upper register. So when I did that, this section became very accessible. Even though this song is a guitar instrumental, I still wanted that main guitar solo that could take the whole song into another level. Since I thought of this song as a kind of a pop song in terms of structure, hooks, and melodies, this section, I believe, is where I could go all out on the guitar, like how guitar solos are really done on standard songs. So there you have it, my recipe for Sonic Spaghetti. I'll also be doing videos for the other two songs in my Sonic Spaghetti EP, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell below so you'll know when the videos will be dropping. You can follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, and other platforms and add Sonic Spaghetti to your personal playlists. Thank you in advance and I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe, guys!